Hello and welcome to Teaching with Chad. If you're like me and you've been in education for a long time and you first saw ChatGPT come out, you were probably blown away with all of the possibilities that it has with educational applications. This YouTube channel is devoted to showing ways in which you can improve your practice and improve student achievement through using artificial intelligence through ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is a terrible name, so we're getting rid of that right away, and we're going to just call it Chad from here on out. So this first video here is going to be about how to write report card comments using Chad. Chad is a great assistant. When I use this at the end of the year, I cut down the time I spent on writing report cards from maybe 3 hours down to about 45 minutes. I wrote down exactly what I wanted, and I got exactly what I wanted through Chad. I'm going to give you not only ways in which it can improve your practice, but step-by-step instructions on how you can do this yourself. You will see a hyperlink in the video description that will take you to a version of what you're seeing right now. So as you scroll down, you will notice here that there is a link to report card comments, and over here I've got the link to the prompt scratchpad. All right, let's get into this. What you're going to learn today is how to use a color-coded template to generate student-specific report card comments. You will then learn how to put that information into Chad, which will then generate comments for you. After that, we'll look at ways in which you can translate those comments for parents that are not using English as their primary language. And just for fun, we will look at feedback to give to students in the form of a short story, which brings out their strengths, their weaknesses, and it's a lot of fun. The first thing that you're going to notice is that I've color-coded the text as either blue, red, or sort of a orangey brown color. Now the red is just some advice on how to master your prompt. The blue is the template itself, and when you see the orangish brown color, that is the field that you're going to fill in for the template. This template is available on the Teaching for Chad Google site, which is linked below in the video description. Make a copy of it by all means, and then paste it onto your own document so that you can adapt it for your own needs. The key idea here is that you are creating a living document, something that you can update and revise. Chad is like any other system. You put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. And so make sure that you revise your template so that it matches your teaching style, your teaching philosophy, what you want to tell the parents and the students. It's been my experience that I will start off my first couple comments and they'll be very imperfect, and I will tweak the template to where it is representative. You can see that I put in the fields for the name and the gender of the student. That helps a lot with the pronouns later on in the report card comment. Now, if they're younger students, like grades 9 or below, I usually write in the comments, the positives, and the areas for improvement. If they are older than that, maybe 9th grade or above, I have the students write in their own positives and their areas for improvement, and this helps greatly with saving time. And the students are usually pretty good in recognizing what they're good at and what they need to improve upon. If you have had students write their own comments in the past, you've probably noticed that some of their structure might look like a disaster. The good news is that when you tell Chad what they had written, Chad will sort it out and make it more readable. The next step then is to do a copy and paste from your Word document or your Google Doc, and then go on over down to ChatGPT and paste down what you had written. Now there's Chad 3.5, which is free, and Chad 4, which is $20 a month currently. And there's not a lot of difference between the two. Go ahead and click on the white arrow in the green box, and it will generate the text for you. Once the generation happens, I look at this and I can roll the dice again and regenerate a comment. I can also look at this and realize my template isn't quite right, and I can tweak my template, or I can copy and paste it. And now when I look at this, I see there's some language here that I wouldn't use and it doesn't represent the learning of the student. In that case, I might just do some little quick edits on that. But as far as Chad goes, I'm done with Chad, copy and paste it to where I need it to be pasted, and then I move on to the next student. Now, at my school, I have a lot of students who have parents that don't speak English very well. They might be Thai speakers or Hungarian speakers, Spanish, French. It's very simple to create a translation of what you've just done. In the same chat window, what you'll want to do is to just type in, regenerate this comment in Spanish or Thai or Chinese, whatever you'd like. Most of the major languages, the 20 main languages, 95% of the people speak, it can do that. If you write report card comments, does anybody read them? Sadly, I think most of the time the answer is no. So to make it more accessible to students, what I would recommend doing is using this question prompt. Write a 500-word short story. The hero of the story will be the student mentioned above. He or she will be at the Smithsonian Museum and trying to solve a historical mystery. Now, the CHAD program is going to look at historical mystery and then look to see what inputs you put into the template to put a context into that mystery. He or she is using their mentioned strengths to understand the mystery and then will apply their area for improvement to solve the historical question. The story must involve a Shih Tzu puppy. There are 3 reasons why I really enjoy doing this. The first one is that it's fun for the students to see themselves in a story where they see their strengths and their weaknesses. The second reason is that it's easier to remember a story, because that's how our brain works. We're not going to remember a paragraph written onto a report card, but we will remember a story where you're involved in it. And lastly, when it comes time to check with the students to see if they're working on their goal, then you can ask them to retell their story to you, and that will tell you whether they understand the report card comment. After I put in the commands to CHAD, CHAD generated exactly what I wanted, which was a short story. You can pause it and read it by yourself. I will just paraphrase. CHAD created a setting, which was the Smithsonian Museum, and added in there that Sam was looking at World War II documents. Now that came out of the unit that we were studying, so it put it into context specific to the student, looked at Sam's strengths, and then entered the small Shih Tzu puppy, and the puppy was playful and reminded Sam that sometimes you have to look outside of your comfort zone in order to become a better historian. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you subscribe to this channel so that you can continue to add to your educational toolbox. See you soon.